I don't know what I'm doing. There it is. Boom. Boom. A lot of these old crossovers are crap. I don't like this pattern. It looks cool on paper, but it just makes you feel like you're flailing your arms like a 5-year-old. I'm not a 5-year-old anymore. I'm a 12-year-old. So I'm gonna map like I'm 12. That stopped making sense a long time ago. You know what? Let's make this one a bit easier. It's Halcyon 12. I once took Halcyon and almost died from it. I also almost got addicted to it after one pill. I never went back to that dentist again. I don't mind that there's resets here. I'm kind of too lazy, and there's enough time to... Oh, no, I have to teach them to be. Okay. Interactive moment. I could leave this here and make them reset between these hits. Sure, it's like 12 frames or whatever, 8 frames. But for this next section, I'm kind of doing the same thing, but I need them to not reset. So if I put them in a bad habit of resetting when they can, and it's fine, then they're not going to do what I want when it's not fine anymore. It's like training your kid that it's fine to just take candy out of the candy jar all the time, whenever they want. But then you get mad at them when you go to like a friend's house and they start taking all the candy out of the jars. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. Well, how are they supposed to know? Remember, mapping is like teaching a toddler. But I have to end on the left. Um, it was actually 32, but then when I finished last night, it was at 23, and now it's down to 17. I don't know. Oh, I know why. Because this is the old version. Hang on a minute. Expert Plus. Okay, I've got at least 20 hours. What I did is I took an old version of the song and copied it into the expert difficulty. And I'm kind of going back through and changing it to make it better, rather than just totally remapping it, because the Expert Plus is totally remapped. It's insane. But the Expert version is actually going to be the new Expert Plus version. And it's going to be more toned down and basic. Because expert players are toned down and basic. Don't add me. This was my first song. I spent like 8 hours learning the stupidest stuff. That part can stay the same. I never had a problem with that. On Discord. I'm not even checking Discord. No. Yeah, that thing you linked is pretty bad. That'll pretty much get an instant, like, the test player will stop playing your map immediately, and then tell you to use error checker, and then probably not check your maps again for a while. Vision blocking is one of the least fun difficulty things you could add. There's a lot of ways to make your like map hard, but not dumb, for lack of a better word. It'll probably get some. I think it's important to like go against a meta, for example, but I also there is a limit to how counterculture you should be, I think, especially for like a community like this where pretty much we're all just like working for free to benefit the other people who are also working for free. Oh. If it's to make them duck. I gotta look at it again now. I mean, it'll make him step to the right, probably. Yeah, the meta, like, quote, metas exist for a reason. It means something worked really well once and it caught on and people just use it. But that wall, a lot of people use, like, walls like that. I don't know if I can show it on the stream. I don't know how to do that. OBS is hard. Window. Capture. I don't know how to do this. Never mind. It's too hard. Life is hard. There's a duck in the dance. That's okay. I mean, ducks are good, but you want to make the wall 4 wide if you're going to make them duck. Because a lot of people use walls just on the top 2 rows. And okay, I kind of see. You have to remember, in-game, the walls are entirely vision blocking. In the editor, they're smooth like that, but in the actual game, they, like, distort your vision, and there's no way they're going to see those notes behind it. And if you're going to make him duck, go ahead and make it 4 wide. You don't want the chance they're going to step off to the side. That would ruin the map. So there's nothing wrong with just making a 4 wide duck, especially if it's like that thin. I think this part in the song is perfect. I don't need to change anything. Except that. Just if they duck and you want them to see the next note, just lower the notes. Or have the notes like rise up. Halcyon, if you make a light show, I will hold off on releasing this map for it. Because my lights are terrible. Making the wall thin would help, for sure. But regardless, especially like when you duck, your vision is going to be angled downwards, so you won't be able to see like straight above you. If you make a duck, here, let me show you some examples. I have a few ducks in this. Like right here, I have a 4 wide wall and it forces you to duck. But while you're ducked down here, you can see these notes here. You can see the middle lane and the bottom lane pretty easily. But the top lane's off limits. It's just like not possible. Not until you like scoot out and you're like, oh, look up there. But then only like the top lane of the next frame is going to be visible. It does depend on how you duck, but you definitely don't want to like make someone miss a note just because they're like, oh, you ducked wrong. Some people lean, some people like just put their face in the dirt, some people actually crouch down. It really depends, but you kind of want to just keep the visibility to the bottom 2 rows. As much as possible, coming out of a wall up until they're standing up entirely, which usually takes a frame. Yeah, that would probably be fine then. Where was I? Also, when players duck and stand up, there's a chance they might get off balance, and if you surprise them during that at all, that is a chance for injury. And although that's really unlikely and you're like, oh, but Sykes, who's going to hurt themselves ducking and standing up? Well, if you're throwing a lot of notes at them or a difficult song or some interesting patterns and they're ducking and standing up, one mistake could lead them to falling over or something. So you really don't want to like surprise them or pull anything super fancy when they're standing up or down. Because it is fun to like duck under walls and stuff. It's great. You just don't want to like maybe hit them with too much at once. Physically. Yeah, that looked fine after that. It was just that red, the right red, that looked kind of awkward. This was an error from when I first mapped this. I made red reset when I shouldn't have. So I'm adding that note there to help with that. These are terrible crossovers, never do this. This is how you damage your hands and controllers. I have a scar on my left thumb from this part right here. I'm just gonna forget the crossovers here. Can I get away with that? I have a better idea. I can get away with that. I shouldn't, but I do. That'll work. Also, in my attempt to be aesthetic, I tried this out. That's not good. Especially because I had a jumpstart offset of 2. So pretty much all of these spawned. NGS of 13. So I had about 20 FPS. I do like the walls though. I'm not being very consistent with these, but it's fine. No one's gonna notice it. I don't like this part at all. I'm just going to go with some basic stuff that I haven't really used before in this map yet. Oh, I need to end down. We're gonna get a little bit weird here. Well, thank you, Halcyon. I completely make it up all the time. All I know is that from here, from point A to point B, I have to get their hands up here. Red, blue. And I literally just wing it. I just rotate blocks until I'm like, that'll kind of work. Also keep in mind, Vexbane, you have mapper's bias. You know the node is up there. But people who are playing for the first time, you can pretty much guarantee they're going to miss it. If they don't have the slightest inclination, it's going to be up there. They're already going to be overloaded with visuals just because of block and what block do. And if block do, they're going to miss it. I think this will work. No, not this part, but I'm getting there. Alright, and now we can replace all of this. This is my favorite part. All these are gone. Now I need to find my original chorus. These mini walls, I mean, on map it looks bad, but in game it looks pretty good. It looked great before. I just like had 6 walls where there are now 1 wall each, and it was raking. It was wrecking my frames, my dude. So we're gonna go back to the chorus. I think it's the chorus begins. Yeah. Oh wait, no, this is the fist bump chorus. Is it? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, I need a full chorus. Always hit Control A after copying. You never want to scroll away and then leave it copied, because it will never go away. You can keep copying stuff or selecting things, and it won't unselect what you've had before. Hitting Control A will unselect everything, because if you accidentally leave stuff selected, then you can go, wow, I want to put this up front in the front of my map. Here we go, and then you head up here and then hit the delete button to delete the bad stuff, and you've now deleted that entire section beforehand. And that's bad. You don't want to do that. So always just habitually hit Control A after copying and pasting. Just to stop selecting things, because it can cause problems. I don't know how to make this any more like high energy from the last chorus. It's already well above. That's fine. This is an expert. This is expert plus. I could just do like... No, because I can't make it consistent, because some of those hits are kind of weird. Better consistent than not consistent. Haha! The knowledge. Yeah, Control S. Don't forget that part. I do it too much. I mean, I don't do it too. I forget too much. That doesn't make any sense. No, that's bad. Don't do what I just did. They're gonna hate your shelf. What do I want them to do here? I have to swing for a second. I could pretzel right here, but I don't really want to. I don't know what to do. I could make it a no, I couldn't do that. I need both hands to end up on the right. What I would like to do is this kind of thing. Boom. I can't get a good angle. What that does, puts the left arm under, right arm above, and you can do a nice little baby pretzel. Actually, this would be a baby pretzel right there. Actually, I might keep that. I'm going to keep that. I need to have at least one weird pretzel. And that 2 frames should be enough time to unravel. It's a pretty simple hit. This is my I give up, I'm just gonna dance section. These are bad. I'm just going to go ahead and start directly into a crossover. Never do crossovers like this in the same level. Arms will collide. It's possible to do it without, but not everyone is that coordinated. And by this time I'm super tired, so I'm just flailing. And then if you flail and the crossover comes too close, well, you break your controller. You don't want to cost somebody $120. So this keeps the blue above the red, and that means you're Gucci. I hate this pattern. I really do. I'm gonna keep it though, because Expert Plus is kind of just filler anyway. That's not beautiful. In fact, why do I even have this up there? That's fine. This part is rough. If you don't do it perfectly the first time, then your arms are going to be out of sync and you just punch yourself. So I'm going to make them into my favorite crossover. Where was I? We're going to slide this to the middle so I have room. Raise this. I love this kind of crossover. Check it out. So this is like your basic. This is your basic piece of crap right here. Right's on top, right, left, right, blah, blah, blah. Well, this keeps the right shoulder above the left shoulder the whole time. And shoulders are how you determine how their body moves. Arms first, arms move the shoulders, shoulders move the body. So if I want to make their body move and feel like they're dancing, I want to move the shoulders. So what I'm going to do here, after they do this once, then the third hit before they fully cross over. Wait, yeah. The outside hits. You want to angle this one down and this one up. So their arms are still going to be blue on top, red on bottom. But this is what I call the unraveling. It's when a crossover finally like finishes your rights on the right, left on the left. You're back to neutral positions. Sorry, burping a lot. I'm drinking cream soda. So you're going to unravel them here, but during the unravel, your right shoulder is dipping down, your left shoulder is rising up. So the next crossover is like so. And then now red is on the top. And it feels good. It's basic, but it's like enough mix-up that they have to focus, and it just feels fun. It's like no technically harder, but it increases the fun factor by 60%. Oh, no, that's not good. I messed up there. Yeah, you don't want to do it on this. This is a pretzel. And we don't want a pretzel. Oh, wait, do we? It's Abron. This could be the funkiest crossover pretzel I've thought of yet. If I can finish this out. Left over. Ugh. There's not really a risk of controller clash here, but arms will bump. I think it's worth it. Because they'll see this coming up and begin to unravel immediately. This is good, I think, actually. Boom. That's pretty clever. And we're just going to actually like reverse this. Oh, what did it do? Yeah. Boom, there's that done. This part's a hoot, but I always get tired here. Who am I kidding? I'm tired all the time. These hits are bad. Once again, more terrible crossovers. This is a minor felony. But if you telegraph it with with these like directly afterward, then it tends to work out. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You don't want to do like these after a really long wide hit or something, or really high speed, because then the momentum is coming inward. But for these, they're both going downward, and there's very, very little chance of clash. In addition, these notes after it are implying you need to spread outward. So by the time your hands are getting close to hitting the blocks, then your shoulders and elbows are already getting in position to swing outward for the next one. So this is the one time I could say that works really well. But in general, you don't really want to do any of this crap. What do I know, though? This is more bad. I'm just going to do some basic stuff. I'm trying to mix it up. Oh, no. I'm trying to mix it up so each of these is a little bit different. I like these hits, even if they're considered maybe resets. I don't care. Bad crossovers again. Since red is above, I'm going to make his shoulder go up. I don't want a rising one. I have no excuse for these. Actually, this entire pattern here is terrible. I think I'm going to gut and make it up. Ooh, I have a pattern I like a lot. Let's try it. So in this one, the right just goes back and forth on the bottom here. But the red does the exact same thing, it's just twice as slow. But to mix it up even further, you can now make the blue twice as slow, and the red becomes what you move quickly. It's a fun sight reading challenge. I love this one. I'm just gonna do some of these just to get some more energy here. Maybe rise them up in the air. I'm replacing all these too. Is this going to... I don't think so. It's not a very big finish, though. Oh, I know what's a big finish. Boom. And right's on top. Boom, that'll do it. What a terrible pattern, but it's fine. And that's the expert. So because I like the expert, or that's expert plus, I guess. What I like about the expert plus font, go away, Abron. Go away. I'm going to take the plus plus and actually make that one my expert map. Because this is more like a rehash of my first. This is very literally a copy of my old map, which I hated, and I changed as little as I could about it. Like for comparison, let's course, here we go. I strictly kept red to the left, right, blue on the right for like this entire thing, and they never cross over, except for like that part right there. But for that, like the jumps and stuff, they're pretty low level. They rarely hit the top row. They're short range, usually a 2-block range, and the other hand is just kind of goofing off. Oh, the expert plus is way more fun. I worked a lot harder on this. Harder on this one. For the first one, it's the same. Red jumps on left, blue on right, just a little fancier. But then for here, I have the blue fly all the way up over on top. Arc over and then back down again, while red is under the right arm. And then for the last one, I actually fully cross the red over to the right side and blue on the left, and then force them to do a hit together, and then unravel them here. So it's a bit more complicated, but a lot more fun. So I'm going to try to map this down to expert/hard. We're going to see how that's going to work. I think I might just make it a lot more dance and physical movement and less speed and reading. I think it's going to be fun, but it's a disaster, and it's 4.5 minutes long, so we're going to figure it out. Copy to the hard file. Boom. Now we doing it. Sorry, I have to Discord. My people need me. What? I don't even have any people. They don't need me either, or want me. I like 16 as a baseline for hard. No slower. Now I need to figure out what I want here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the gist of it. I have to kind of plan this out. I told myself I was going to plan this out today at work, but work was hard. Okay, I have a better idea. It's YouTube. I think I like the idea of kind of introducing them to jumps here. Very, very casual jumps. So that when they get to the later maps, they're not thrown off by it. And this intro's always been kind of a mixed bag for me. I don't really know what to do with it. It's more of like a prep, like limbering up. I'm just having lots of really easy, simple, long movements, so you're not freaked out when long-range stuff shows up later. But it doesn't really teach you what's coming up for the map, because this part is never repeated. The whole song is just one looping chorus. I swear, every single bookmark. It's the whole song. So the intro is really unique. Just freeform crap. Lude, I don't have a camera. How do I get a camera? Someone told me how to get a camera. I have a phone. Can the phone be a camera? Actually, that's a great question, Sykes. Thanks for asking. Where's my USB-C cable? Be right back. I'm going to see if technology actually is good. Okay, fellas. Oh, hey, can you use the Vive headset as a webcam? Ouch. That's a great question, Sykes. Thanks for asking. Ow. This would be so stupid. I don't know. Do I have to enable the camera in... I don't even know how to check. Auburn, that's just it. I don't have lewds. I could strip down entirely and it still wouldn't be lewd. Settings. Camera. Enable camera. Restart. I think screen caps of my text in Discord is more lewd than anything on my physical body. But my hair is pretty good though. You gotta admit up, Brad. Enable camera. Enable controller as room view camera. Huh? Use camera. Oh, interesting. I don't know how this works. I like bookmarks. This doesn't even have like very many bookmarks compared to the normal stuff. Caressing the... Stop it, Auberon. You're going to get me in trouble if I read what you're saying. So how does OBS work here? Because you can add a source, video capture device. Okay. I don't know if it's doing what I want. It might be because it's being used by Steam VR. Configure video. I'm German? I'm not German. I'm not German. Oh, you're I get it. Huh. That sucks. It doesn't have those brackets? Well, you can still hover over the bottom and click on them. Boink, boink, boink. It's pretty helpful. It's not as good as the brackets, but it's nice. So, like, you can go from, like, oh shit son to oh shit boy. And then goddamn clapping. Those are the most important bookmarks. And then I did it. Because I did it. See, I did it. Let me plug my phone in to see if it does the thing, and then if not, you'll just have to deal with it until I can make some more money, buddy. I don't got no cash. I'm working hard and hardly working. No cash. I used to have a webcam, but then I took an error. I gave it to my sibling. Although, I highly doubt my phone. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have an idea. It's a really stupid idea, but it would work. I could use the Vive go to... Oh, this is going to be such a stupid idea, fellas. It's going to work, though. I'm using Steam VR. I'm going to enable the VR view. Then I'm going to force the webcam on, open a window, and use that window. I'm going to use that window. Get ready, fellas. He's coming. He's about to get toasty. Pardon the dust. Enable room view with system button, double click. Okie dokie. I don't know if it's working. I have the headset mirror up, but it's like physically out of the bounds of my monitor. It's because it is used to my 4K TV. Okay, I think it's gonna work. Here we go. Boink boink. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Yeah, sorry. I'll try something later on, but back to mapping for now. You're not that lucky today. I have to finish this. I keep getting distracted. I'm gonna ban all of you. What am I doing here? I haven't even started. I'm wasting so much time. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna make this like a high level hard, because my expert plus is like a high level expert. I don't know what to do. I'll just figure it out as I go. I'm trying to lower the diagonals as much as possible. I'm just making stuff the same but easier. That's my current mindset. What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. Intro was done, hated the walls, did nothing for the gameplay for Dance Revolution, so you removed them. Well, that's fair. I mean, realizing that something quite didn't work out and removing it is the reason I spent 6 hours on the first 30 minutes of this song. Flow is remembering which way. Yeah, pretty much. It's just keeping track of where the arms went and where they're going to go next. And using common sense to fill in the blanks there. I don't know what to do here. I might introduce really basic crossovers at half the rate. I want to repeat it a few times. Left double into blue first. Where did I do that? Right double into blue. Where did I... Oh, right here. It's not the most elegant, but I'm trying to cater to hard players who are not looking for elegance as much as they are something new and something possible. Red Saber's right where the blue one is already left. What? I'm a little confused. Which frame would you be talking about? Notes flip. Oh, the Alt key is your friend. I'm going to go some basic controls that I use all the time just in case people don't know. Obviously, you scroll, right-click, and left-click places stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4 chooses what you want to do. But if you just want to make a quick change, holding down Alt, boom. I'm holding Alt now. While Alt is head, you can click and drag. So I can hold Alt and slide these puppies around. And if a note's out of place, like, hey, I want you back here, you can, like, boom, you can grab it and drag it over here. And boom, drag it over there. I don't want to do that though, so I'm going to Control Z. It's great for fine placement, and just it's the like I'm adjusting a note button. You just hold Alt and then boom, you can slide it around. And while you're holding Alt, while it's being held, you can hit W, A, S, and D and actually turn the block to make them something different. So like, oh, I want that to be an up block. Boom, Alt W. Want it to be a down right? Boom, Alt and S and D. If you want it to be a note or a whatever dot block, Alt and F. Boom. There you go. Super handy. I think that's pretty much all Alt does. Oh, and the best thing is you can hold down Alt and click a block, and then like scroll with it. So you can actually like move it around at intervals. It's great. Red Saber is still right where your blue one is already left. Man, I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. I can't figure it out. I'm too dumb. But this is for like, this is designed for hard players to approach expert. That's my goal for this map here. I'm giving them less breaks. I'm giving them simple patterns, but new patterns. want to make this a little bit more tricky. I'm gonna do a little spin move here to drop the shoulder. If Squeaks disables it, he disables it. That's fine. If it's something forward, then all this is being deleted. This is all going away. Ignore it. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it must have been something I left in there on accident. I don't know what to do here. I don't know if I want to do an 8th or a 4th string here. Right now it's an 8. No, it's a 4th. Huh? When did I say that? There's a section later on that's kind of filler. It's just like a bunch of fun dance moves because there's nothing else to map to. That's what happens when you repeat the same chorus for 4.5 minutes. There's too many diagonals. Hard mode, hard mode, hard mode. I think I'm going to do a slower stream, but do a stream against meta. It's Helen. Hi, Helen. I'm going to start blue down, but then I'm going to go red up. Oh no, I'm breaking the rules. That'll do. Sure. Filler, 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 filler. Haha, filler. I hardly know her. Now here's the challenge. I have to get this right because this pattern is copy-pasted across the entire song. I don't know if I want to keep the speed and make it basic, or lower the speed and keep it intense. That might help, Helen. I forgot to put offset at 1 in there, but you can change it in the tutorial to kind of mess around with it. But you can kind of... well, I mean, I have lighting. It's just not good because it was when I first started. I didn't really understand negative space. I didn't know how to use strobe. And so it was all very basic. There's no fades anywhere. I didn't know how fade worked. I just used flash and ons. There's like a fade there and a fade there. I didn't understand the concept of flash and how it was supposed to be used. So I'm kind of embarrassed by the lighting here. But I don't care. I think I'm gonna just cut the speed in half and keep the movements. She's actually pretty good at it, you'd be surprised. I don't know what to do here. Whoa, what am I doing here? Same spot. Shoot, you're lighting way faster than I can map. Dang, if you get the lights done, dude, full credit. I'm gonna put you in there. You can have at it. I'll talk it up. I'm not proud of these lights. Ozref, is that a DDIC? Is it? There's probably one. Oh, you might have been talking about this one earlier. There's a good chance. I want to make sure I get this the same. I forgot it already. Left, up, right, down. Maybe I should have it longer range. I should. I need to teach them how to be faster. Puds is making a guide? Boom. I'm adjusting my chair. Here's where it gets fun. Need a new bookmark. Oh, I do have one. Pre-chorus begin. Perfect. Alright, so this is where we start deleting everything. We're going to grab the T's and build from there. I don't know which one I want to put it on. 1 and 3 or 2 and 4? I'm definitely going for fun doubles. This is the, where is it? This is the I'm teaching you that you have to do jumps part. This is like kind of introducing the very core skeleton of the chorus. Because the whole song uses this chorus, I really want to milk that as much as possible because I'm lazy. And also because I don't have a better idea. But I'm teaching you like the skeleton. These notes never change. They're always the same. Everything else after this part does change. So I use this as like a skeleton, and then I paste it. But for the right hand, I don't know if I want to do it on the first beat. If it's on the first and third, it would be like this. That's probably best, yeah. Is that acceptable? 1, 2... Yeah. That's fine. So Helen, I already mapped the version you're playing is actually what I'm going to call the Expert Plus Plus. And then what I did is I took the old map and changed it to be better, but easier, and that's the Expert Plus. And this here is like a half and half hard, but kind of expert. So this will probably be either, well, in my opinion, this is going to be under your level by quite a bit. And then the Expert Plus version will probably be something you can approach. And it does have a lot of fun doubles, but not as like crazy fun as the Expert Plus Plus version. This is difficulty 3 of 5. So it will be easier. I want it to be above hard, but below expert. I'm making a dent.
Bye, Mandy. I love you. Wee woo, wee woo.
BPM police will always put their siren on for you. Wait. No, whatever. That's a double directional. cop out. I think that'll do better. Three. I don't know. For Spitfire. Do you not know that song? I forgot already. Originally, when I first made this song for this pattern here, I ended with this. This kind of thing. And at first you're like, oh, double directionals, no, get him out. But, like, it actually fits this song really well. And it was kind of, the pattern leading up to it made sense. And so when you saw these three, it was more like this. But it was a lot of fun, because it felt like the song was almost skipping track. And I thought it was really cool, but I ended up not doing it for the sake of the community. Yeah, it's like a fist pump. It was like a fun dance move. You like flick your wrists. It was a lot of fun. In fact, I bet I could sneak it in this version and nobody would care. Oh my gosh, and it actually lines up perfectly for it too. I'm doing it. Helen, you're the best. I'm keeping it. Everyone's banned. Boom. I tried this, and it felt inappropriate. So I went with this. It felt pretty cool. Like disco. That shouldn't be there. Or that. Alright, here's the fun part. So we're going to go ahead and take my skeleton version 2. And we're going to delete all this. This is the main chorus. It's huge, and it repeats over and over. Boom. Okay, so I think I've decided for this. I want to have this rest still exist, but I want to add more notes for the offhand. Yeah, definitely. Okay. It'll be nothing but doubles. They are nasty double directionals. And for songs that I want high criticism for, I probably wouldn't use it, which is why I took it out in the first place. But this is like a hard/expert. I just want to dance and have fun. I'm willing to compromise typical standards for that specific move, because it feels really good. And it's a difficulty that won't be played by very many people. And the demographic will probably actually like the ingenuity more than they would critique the flow. At this point, players really aren't even caring that much about flow necessarily and typical standards, because this is like high level hard, I think. I think. I am making a pretty decent dent, so it should be... So where am I at? I'm a fourth through the song, and I'm going to wipe out like... Yeah, this should end up in like the 2.2. We'll see. There are 2 other Expert Plus versions for people who don't like double directionals. You disagree with that. Honestly, Helen, I don't think you're a hard level player. I think you're well beyond it. It's just comfortable for you. I guess I'm kind of more referring to people who are learning the difficulty. People who are learning hard. It's difficult for them. They struggle with it. It's new. There's a lot of new things involved. They're coming from normal. They really don't pay that much attention to flow, because hard is when you really begin to drill in, hey guys, you really have to flow properly. Like, you have to leave your sword after you slash it. You don't want to reset every single note, because you're going to have a bad time. That's what hard teaches. And it is apparent when it has bad or no. You definitely shouldn't have bad or none. But with how many gaps that easy and normal have, and hard here and there, it's acceptable. Sure, definitely. I agree. You didn't know it was called flow, but I could tell you when it didn't feel good. Yes, for sure. I do agree. I think this is... I excuse it because it's very obvious coming up that there are a bunch of double directionals. You see it coming, and then the notes behind it are not that difficult. You're not struggling right now. It's a pattern you've played back here for a while too. I don't think I like this. I can't change it. It's probably pretty hard to score on, but this is the only part of the song it's going to be used on, and it's specifically designed to build energy and hype. And I think it does that job better, and I am willing to sacrifice the score. And I don't think someone is going to do this and go, oh no, terrible flow, just terrible flow. Because it is a frame apart for each one. I didn't play a lot of custom songs, admittedly. I got the game, I booted up the tutorial, then I played Pop Stars on hard and failed. And then I played Pop Stars on hard one more time and beat it. And then I played nothing but Pop Stars on expert until I could beat that. I took like 20, 30 times, but I did it. And when I got into custom songs, I was already expert plus level. So I didn't look at any mapping for hard, normal, easy, any of that until way later. So I don't know what songs are out there, but I know that the ones I've seen aren't phenomenal, and I've only looked at a couple that closely. But I have witnessed a lot of people play. I have a bunch of friends and roommates that I'll set the game up and just watch them play like an arcade. And they'll pick a bunch of custom songs or originals, and I'll observe them and figure out how they're moving, what they like, what they don't like. And some stuff, they're like, oh, dude, you picked that up super fast. But then it'll throw, like one of these in there. It'll do, like, just one of these. Wait, that, right there. He'll be doing perfect, acing hard mode, and then one of those appears, and then boom, his mind is blown. He'd never seen it before. And it was in the middle of, like, a complicated section. So he not only missed it, he missed the next like 2 frames because he was confused, and he still had no idea what he saw. That's bad mapping, in my opinion. If you're going to do something like this, you give them a break beforehand so they can watch it approach them and go, oh, I have to do that. And then you want to let them hit it really easy so they go, ah, okay, I see that they want me to do that now. And next time you do it, they're kind of familiar with it. But if you just throw in weird stuff like that, or like weird resets without any preparation, they're just going to mess up, get confused, and then not learn. That's like a lose-lose-lose situation. There are a lot of bad maps out there, and the big reason is because a lot of good mappers don't really touch lower difficulties. It's the ones who haven't played enough so that they really only know how to map like up to hard or maybe expert, and they haven't really studied mapping that much. They'll make the lower difficulties because they're trying to help the community. They're like, hey, there's bad maps out there, I want to make good ones, but they didn't really study. And the really skilled mappers, a lot of times they don't really have the time to map lower difficulties. There's a few who do. Credit to them. So it's rough. I lost my train of thought. What am I doing? I need a map. Okay, I have an idea, I think. Wait, what the balls is this? Oh, I copied.
Where am
No one else can auto-gen difficulty, Squeaks. Oh, that's what you did. No one else is smart like you, Squeaks.
Where am I?
I'm gonna break my desk. Yeah, I'm just gonna add an extra note here for now. Is that good? No, it's not. It's not that hard either, though. I think it'll feel good. The entire 22-song musical. Griffin, I've heard that name. Shoot. That would help. I think having like big packs like Joe's Bang Dream maps, but not everybody's into that stuff. Or like a whole album of Michael Jackson, just all Smooth Criminal, just 12 Smooth Criminal songs, all mapped down to like easy, normal, and hard. Dude, that would help so much if it's done well. Hopefully someday I want to get a whole pack of original music, like mappers that map something original that isn't like Smooth Criminal or Bang Dream, and then like release it as kind of like an album. My tracks, Colazan's tracks. I don't really know anyone else who maps original stuff, but I want to find that original songs mapped well and to all difficulties and release it as like a big pack, like a starters pack for players of sorts.
Curated by yours truly. Ho ho ho.
We'll see someday. What do I do here? I mean, it's true, you could spin the whole everyone can learn, everyone can be smart, but I've taken so many programming classes in my life, and I lose the moment it turns to object orientation. I was so good at it right up until they introduced objects, and my mind was blown. And everyone I talked to was like, Matt, so there's a dog, right? And then there's a mold for the dog, and the mold is the class, and the dog is the I can't figure it out. I want to be stupid. I'm a Walmart sales associate and a truck driver, and I'm fine with that. My dad raised me to be this beautiful programmer. I learned C and C# when I was 12 years old. I knew Java and Python. I was working with as a CS admin. When I was 16, I had client. I hated it. I hate it. I don't want to be smart. I want to be stupid. I want to be a cashier. I want to be an electronics salesman. I want to be a delivery driver for an office company. Being smart's too hard. I just want to make people feel good. Ooh, that'll feel good. I love that pattern. What do I do there? How do I get red to the right from here? That'll work. Interspersed. Is that a word? See, this is why I'm not smart. Interspersed. What does it mean? What does it mean to sperse? Like, oh, I'm gonna sperse. Or, y'all look sperse right now. I'm telling you. I don't know. I need to make these parts improvised more. Shoot. That has to be up. There we go. I've never heard that before. Yeah, I'm telling you. Helen, you crazy. What do I do here? This is becoming too difficult, though. Maybe I should really tone those down. Well, whatever. Here's where I can get fancy. Let's see. I don't want to do a pretzel in hard. No. Whoa, what am I doing here, actually? I'm a dum-dum. Time for the dance part. I don't know what to do there. Mapping down from expert plus plus to hard is harder than anything I've tried before. I'm gonna go for wide angle slow hits. There was some funk in there. Wait, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, I'm almost done, kind of. Ooh, Halcyon's showing off his lights? I gotta check this out. Where's it at? Oh, hey, look, he pinged me. I don't hear pings in streamer mode? That's annoying. I gotta look at these, hang on. Wow. Yeah, that's way better than my lights in this one. Hands down. I can't wait to see him shoot. I want this pattern to work. I wish I could put this red block dead center, right there. I'd be a happy person. Or if I could put like up blocks right there and there. So like between on that pole. Because like this feels too far apart and this feels too close together and this is lopsided. And everyone knows maps have to be symmetrical. So I wish I could put them right on those poles. Oh well. This is still kind of fun to hit. It's just annoying because sometimes it messes up. Same. I have patience issues, which is why I take 2 months to make a map. I think after this map I'll have to take a break because as fun as this is and as much progress as I'm not really making, I kind of just want to play Risk of Rain. But it's weekend time. It's weekend time. I'm glad I'm taking the time to focus on these difficulties and doing them by hand, and wasting a bunch of time talking in between placing blocks. I'm literally comic relief. Don't let people tell you otherwise. I kind of like this pattern I've made though. I don't even know what I'm doing, but it seems kind of neat. Wait, how do I do that? How acceptable is this? It would fit the song. I kind of like it, but it is resets. Not even though. Actually, no, that's fine. I like it. Time for some more. See, this map is, for all of it that is copy and paste, it is equally mapping every block by hand with really like no kind of layer to like map to. It's just strictly improvised dance moves the whole time. I think I'm gonna try to keep the one-handed crossovers here, like one-handed long-range crap, but I need to lower it down a lot. Go away, blocks. I release the crap out of every level. People get sick of me talking about it. I don't care. Everybody, play Flower Mountain Canyon level 2. It's the best. And Time Travel. Actually, that one's good too. Time Travel is pretty good. It's pretty good. This song ain't half bad either. This is supposed to feel like Expert Plus at like half speed. So I'm trying to keep, like if these were actually compressed together twice as much as they are, that is like intended difficulty for the Expert Plus. I'm trying to educate them on just getting used to moving their arms in lots of directions and visually seeing blocks in weird places. And it's not even that weird. Like, yeah, this is not seen every single map, but it's not that weird. But if this were high speed, they'd throw a fit. Like, oh, what was that? So I'm trying to like force educate their brain. Oops. Yes, manageable speed. Don't manage your feed. Manageable speed, funky directions. I try not to ever not be funky. That's my motto that I live by. I'm not ever not funky. Optimally. But I have difficulty regulating my funk. That's a double direction. Wait, no it's not. Oh, it is. But I don't want it to be. Okay, autosave is actually getting a little bit difficult right now. But I forgot to turn it off. My bookmarks are great. I love it. There's the beginning, intro, pre-chorus, chorus, begin, Euro chorus 2, bridge, shh, start, bridge, intro. It's called shh start because it goes shh and it starts. And there's bridge intro, and there's finale intro, and then oh shit son, oh shit boy, and then oh, goddamn clapping it. And then I did it. I forget where I was. Nope. Oh dear. I was at the first dance, right? Yeah. Bookmarks work 100% fantastic 100% of the time until you do this. If I change editor scale, then I'm going to hit, look on the bottom down here, I'm going to hit back bookmark, and I'm up here. I'm going to hit back bookmark again, and I'm at the end. This is the end of the song, and both bookmark buttons do nothing now. If I change it down here, if I change it back here, it starts working fine again. So it's perfect up until you get off a little bit. I get off a little bit. Boom! Let me head back to the beginning here. If I'm up by 5, then every time I jump to a bookmark, I'm a little bit further ahead. And then forward again, forward again, forward again. So really, that's the only bug. It works perfect outside of that. If you fix that, then we're golden. Boom. I love bookmarks. And once I figured out you can just change editor scale back to 200 and it works, I have no complaints. I have like tons of bookmarks everywhere. Where was I again? Max range. Oh, interesting. But yeah, they work fine when you click on them. They work fine when you use the brackets. I think you mentioned there was an issue with BPM changes, but this song doesn't have any, so I haven't experienced that. This is my go-to. I don't know what to do. Let's raise my hands up pattern. Because I just don't know what to do. It's like 80% of patterns can flow into these two right here. And then once you're up here, you can do whatever you want. Squeaks fixed it. He fixes everything. I don't even want to talk about this though. I got emotional disagreements with 90% of the lighting track, so I'm just gonna slide out of the DMs over here. I'm just gonna let Halcyon light my stuff. The webcam doesn't show it, but I wave my arms around every single time I stop moving the mouse. It's me flailing around, being stupid. Trying to figure out what actually flows. I mean, Halcyon's basically like Lightmap. I think Lightmap is a little bit better, but I feel bad for Halcyon, so I'm going to let him map it.
But I'll probably delete it with Lightmap after it anyway.
Whoa, autosave, woohoo! Please no talking about tweaking in my channel. I'll get banned. Baby stream time. Actually, I could just leave it like this. Equalizer, like, I'm planning. What does an equalizer have to do with light? Oh, like a visualizer. Well, actually, I don't know. Y'all like my 3 wide, 3 tall? It's great. This is prime mapping right here. Doesn't dis Helen, I don't know if you want that. The waveform takes up a lot of performance stuff. On my laptop, if I have this enabled, I get like 10 FPS. If I turn it off, boom, smooth 60 the whole time. Although I actually wouldn't mind having it extend like the same distance back. Or at least a few frames so you can kind of like see a little bit around it. That would be handy. I don't even know why I have the visualizer enabled. I don't use it. Or the whatever that thing is. I think all this can stay. Well, I'll make that part easier. Fission block. I might make these singles instead of doubles. Or I'll keep the doubles and make it slower. How about that? I think in the coming weeks, I'm going to experiment with generating it for the whole track. Ugh, that sounds hard. Unless it's like, well, does it actually generate as you move? Or, because I guess if you pre-generate it and then just display it, that wouldn't actually take up any like processing power after it's already loaded.
That could make some sense.
I didn't know it was being generated live as you moved around. That is interesting. By Howen. Interesting. That's very strange that it became the bottleneck just from that. It doesn't seem like it'd be much, but it murdered my laptop. I have an idea to make this easier, I think. It's very hard to make this flow by cutting stuff off like that. I have an idea. I'm just going to cut the speed in half. Compounding that by hundreds of times for every... Yeah, I guess I could see that, shoot. Is it frame capped? Or does it just process or render as fast as it wants to? Because that could get insane if it's not capped. I don't have a FPS counter on.
Because I'm lazy.
These walls are making it difficult to make it symmetrical. This part's complicated. I don't want to start... Okay, autosave. Calm down. How did I do that? I think that's comfortable. That makes more sense. I'm gonna keep that. Really? How, I don't know where to go. Autosave, oh, it's right there. Boom. It's like that option was added because somebody noticed it and didn't like it. It's crazy how that works. I was at Shish Bridge. away, block. Nobody loves you. How do you do a breakbeat and hard? That makes sense. Bombs. You don't use bombs for breakbeat. Stupid. Although I haven't even considered using bombs at all this map because I forgot they existed. It's just an interesting drum pattern. It's hard to make it, like, it's hard to reflect a breakbeat, which is like kind of funky, with when you can't use enough block. But I think it did an okay job. It's mapped partially to the strings and part to the drums. They can't tell. Doesn't even matter. Alright, here's party time. We're gonna delete. And we're gonna go back to that lovely double directional that everybody loves. A single lane. Yeah, that would probably be. Oh no, I blocked on accident. Just some little flare. I love this. I love it. Except for the double directionals. We need to go back to... Wait, what am I doing? Right. The best pattern I've ever created. Oh, nope. I wish I had punch blocks because I could do like fist pumps here, but oh well. I wanted to do negative length walls that kind of like appear on the beat, but the math is hard and I'm lazy. Nobody is allowed to talk about this pattern here. It is my baby, and I will keep it. As for this part, that'll work. Now to nerf this. It's my baby. Ah. You remembered. I'm crying. Need to go back to the main chorus. Grab all that. This is why I use bookmarks. I can't possibly do this without bookmarks. Am I even getting close to what I want? Not really. I was planning on 2.7. Wait, how did this get through? I'm okay with this? I don't do numbers, Squeak, that's the problem. I don't even know what frame I'm on. I could be reading this right now. I still can't tell. Is it frame 3? Is it frame 50? I'll never know. Can you add individual different shapes for each frame number for the number blind so that we know what frame we're on if we can't read numbers? This might be hard since blue is not on the top, but that's okay. Oh, more improvised dance. This is the last time I gotta do it. I'm gonna do a bunch of singles. Shots fired. Boom, boom. Bookmarks are great. Look at this. How can I make the red hand go behind your back? I don't think I can. Right. And then after a while, like, if you're on frame 12, it'll be a dot and a line. You could essentially just make up your own form of numbers. Alright, cancel that. Maybe it's a bad idea after all. Oh my gosh. But it could be your April Fool's joke for next year. Just replace all the numbers in the entire thing with your own made-up stupid numbers. Every 5 is replaced with a dot. Every 4 is replaced with a whatever square. I'm getting there. Oh, I have an idea. Bomb wobbles. Ooh, that's a good idea. Sykes, you clever monster. We'll just do one of these boys. Simpled. Put your hands in the air. And then take back. Maybe that's not enough room. Maybe if I give him a little bit of room like that. Ooh, perfect. Actually, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. When in doubt, use bombs. That's my new motto. It's half hard, half expert, because I'm having to put 2 different expert pluses in, so I'm kind of mushing together hard and expert. It might be though. Let me reassess this. Yeah, probably. Would it cause them to fail? That's the question. I'm getting close. I think I'm all right with that. It's like a half-assed hard / expert song, and the notes per second is getting down, and this part's pretty easy. Bye, Squeaks. I think I'll be all right with this. Oh, I want guest mappers for easy and normal. I kind of want this to be over. Oh, there's the whole clapping section too. I have to take a break. Alright, this is where I got. Thanks for watching, fellas. Hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. Bye. It was a lot of fun. Woohoo! Woohoo!